MLB Network's coverage of major is on the air. We've got baseball on the 4th of July between the San Diego Padres and the Oakland A's. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Andrew Triggs is on the mound for game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Center fielder number 7.
And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, they've been playing some quality baseball. The first 4 games of this homestand, they've taken 3 out of the first 4, looking to capitalize and continue to play good ball today.
You know, Dero, this is time to get greedy. When you win 3 of the first 4, boy, if you can win 4 out of the first 5, that sets up a really nice stretch of baseball. They'd love to win this one here today and keep that roll going.
And quickly, there's one down to lead off the frame. A chance now to give you a look at the Padres starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, keep an eye on the dynamic abilities of Will Myers. He's been the fire starter for this team. Last 10 games, how about an on-base percentage of over 400? As he goes, so goes the team. He's playing great ball and making things happen.
Stepping up now, Freddie Galvis, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. Our temperature a very comfortable 72 degrees as we get things started. Galvis behind 0-2. Popped him up. Lucroy is there. 2 gone.
Batting third, first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish, and a fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Padres down in order, and now the A's offense gets its first shot here. No score. Tyson Ross will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's had a real solid season up to this point. ERA under 3.5, which is saying something in these high-scoring games we see now in the game of baseball. This guy knows how to pitch, and if he's on, he knows how to minimize the damage. He'll be fun to watch in this one.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Two and two. A swinging bunt to the mound. And there's 1 away. With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup in a daytime home contest.
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing, and that's moving the ball over the fence. This is a station-to-station team. Not a lot of speed in this lineup, but they don't need much speed when they're moving traffic to both gaps.
So coming to the plate, Jonathan Lucroy. And he's been a tough out these past couple of weeks, as the numbers there tell you the whole story. And here's a pitch high and tight for a ball, 1-1. Previously against Tyson Ross, he's gone 3 for 11. And Lucroy behind a ball and 2 strikes. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
3-2, full count. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
Stepping into the box, Jed Lowry, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit.
Batting fourth, third baseman.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He's set. Here it comes. Favorable call in there for a strike.
Hey, when you're in a tough spot right there, that's an excellent job by the pitcher to get ahead 0-1. He has now got this offensive player on the defensive.
Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. But that'll be off the wall in right center. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. Tag is there, and he's out trying to score from first as the second run.
First baseman.
So digging in now, Matt Olson, and Oakland with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. Ross pauses. Here's the first pitch. And a ball 1-0. So far this season with runners in scoring position, Olson is exactly a 1-for-3 hitter. That means a .333 batting average.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business. And maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
The 1-0 is chased out of the zone for strike one. Olson is a big threat in a matchup like this. He's got a ton of pop against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, I think because of his approach. He's not a dead pull guy. You want to try and sneak a piece of cheese in or hang something over the heart of the plate, he's going to absolutely crush it. But anything going away from him goes right into his bat path.
Nope. Lays off 2-2 now.
Boy, that was an awfully close pitch right there. I know if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch called a strike. That's one of those that could go either way.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Well, the 1-2 pitch didn't go his way, and now a miss there on 2-2. You know he doesn't want this at bat to get away from him, so I think we're going to see a challenge pitch on a full count.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Line toward right center. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. And he's safe.
I guess their scouting reports on this guy were dead on because it's already 2-0 in the early going, and they're having absolutely no trouble seeing him here. On the other side, they're very quickly looking at a game that they're going to have to fight back in.
Here's Chris Davis now. As he'll take a look at ball one. He enters play with an even 50 RBIs to this point. The 1-0. A sharp slider taken low for a ball.
Can't let your guard down in the box. I don't care how great a hitter you are up there. You have to find a way to stay aggressive within the zone, knowing full well he's probably working around you.
The 2-0 on the way. Outside, 3-0 now. Ready with the 3-0. And that misses as Davis will reach. It's ball 4.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Digging in, Jesse Winker. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night. Here comes the first pitch. And that's off his leg on the mound. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the third out of the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. We'll move to the second inning here in Oakland. It's the A's 2 and the Padres nothing. Ready now, Hunter Renfroe. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
In there at the knees, 0-2 now. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And known as one of the best framing catchers in the game, Jonathan LaCroix can beat you multiple fashions. Not only can he do it from a defensive standpoint, catching and throwing to second base, but he can also move the ball on the offensive side.
Stepping in, Christian Villanueva. Nueva, he'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Hey, I don't care that that pitch didn't light up the radar gun. 89 miles an hour executed two-seamer is almost unhittable.
The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. One out, nobody on. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So it's a solo shot to dead center. 6th home run on the season for him. And the Padres are on the board. It's now 2-1. Here's Will Myers. He's assuming the role of DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about National League teams playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden, the lineup kind of changes dramatically. But the cool thing is it gives more guys a chance to get some at-bats or time in the field.
Guys, that jacks me up right there. Kept his front shoulder tucked, the hip tucked, was able to stay inside that slider and drive it the other way.
And that'll bring up the big bat of Alex Dickerson, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball one. The 1-1. Runners on the move for second. In there. Now the throw. It is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Count even at 2-2. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. Grounded back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Get the ball for this man. He needs to put that on the mantle. He's been struggling. The season hasn't gone according to plan, but he's staying pot committed and grinded out a nice knock.
Olsen is over now, and he's got it for route number 2. Standing in, Austin Hedges, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocity.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. The Padres are able to get one back in the inning thanks to the solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's the A's 2 and the Padres 1. It's Mark Hanna. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. First delivery to him on the way. Tough slider down low for a strike. Hanna stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. He was a first-round pick during the 2014 draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Skied into very shallow right. Renfroe has to come in a few steps, but he has it for route number 1.
All right, guys, let's take a look at how the Pods line up on me. And, guys, the things you need to focus on today, you got to watch this team. They have the most errors in the league. You cannot be a successful ball club and kick it around and give this team extra outs. Let's see what happens.
Keon Broxton comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. A ball and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now. Settling in now, Cesar Hernandez. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ross is ready. Here's the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Margot's on the move. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. A's are gone in order as they're unable to add. Welcome back to Oakland as we're set for the start of the 3rd from the Coliseum here on MLB Network.
Center fielder.
And he gets ahead 0-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Swing and a miss as he starts the 3rd the same way he ended the 2nd with a punch out, 1 away. Into the box now, Freddie Galvis, 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Swing and a liner. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the 2nd out. So striding in, Hunter Renfroe, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. In there, 0-1. Galvis stands at second with 2 gone. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. 1 left for San Diego. Our score remains 2-1. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. He'll lead it off against Tyson Ross. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here's the 0-1 from Ross. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Popped straight up. And no one will get this one. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And the slider misses here, so he runs the count full 3-2.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
And you can tell by his body language that he's beyond frustrated by that call. He's got to be wondering what he's got to do, but the last thing he needs to do is to let it get under his skin. That will only make things worse.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball one. A runner at first with no outs here. The 1-1 home. A double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play.
Now batting, third baseman.
So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, Matt Chapman. It was an RBI triple for him in his first at-bat. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, textbook slider there, and he's back at even 2-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Nothing doing there for the A's. They lead it 2-1.
Leading out for the Padres, third baseman.
A high fastball is in there.
Hey, he's rolling so far in this one as we head into the middle part of this game. How about 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes? If he continues to do that, he just might finish this one.
1-2 as he chases the slider. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
Here's Will Myers. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball one. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Swing and a miss on the sinker, a ball and a strike. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Let's take a look at the sequence here again. The first 3 pitches, all 3 down in the zone. So now you've got a guy that's thinking something down around the knees. He's conditioned to kind of look down there. That's when you mix it up and put it by him at the letters.
And that'll bring up the big bat of Alex Dickerson as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Dickerson, a 27-year-old. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Hit to short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They still trail it here 2-1. At the plate, Matt Olson. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. And he Catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Renfroe moves over, makes the play, 1 away. Striding forward now is the DH. Chris Davis reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. High in the air out to center field. Margot is camped under this one, and he's got it for out number 2. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jesse Winker. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. This is line to left. Dickerson is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side. Striding in, Jose Pirela. He popped out in his first trip. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Well, he was planning that before he even got in the box, and he got it down, but it wasn't quite good enough to put him on board.
In there, strike 1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. So 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Yeah, Matty, he's had these guys on the proverbial rocking horse all night. Changing speeds, hitting every quadrant. He's tough to hit.
To third. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. And he takes ball 1. Even 1-1 count to Margot.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
Now a bunt attempt here. Chapman is up with it, and a super play to gun his man down as the side is retired. Padres down in order. They're down 2-1. Into the box, Mark Hanna. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders, and this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row. A really good slider in this one.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Smoked on the ground up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. So a good start to the inning for the A's as their leadoff hitter reaches base safely.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put-away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
Stepping in, Keon Broxton. First time up, he went down looking. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Missed with a slider. The 1-0 delivery. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. The 1-1. Misses for the second ball. In the air out to right. Moving under it, Renfroe. 1 away.
Now batting.
Digging in once again, Cesar Hernandez. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First offering on its way. A bouncer up the middle, fielded by Galvis. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
So frustrating, Dero. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is...
He's set and the pitch. And that one stayed too low apparently.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
2-0 now. Looks like double-barreled action now in the San Diego bullpen as they get a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. Now a long throw to third. But too late, and he's safe at third. Back on another here as the runner scores from second.
Number 8, second baseman.
At the plate, Jed Lowe, and their runners at the corners now. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Galvis on to Hosmer. A double play, and the inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Freddie Galvis. And he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Behind 0-2 now. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Eric Hosmer is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. And look out as that one ran in and got him. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Hunter Renfroe, from the stretch. And that misses low and away, ball 1. Fastball at 88 that time, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Padres. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. He skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. So they get a runner into scoring position now at second following the 1-out stolen base. And you see there, he's currently in second place on the Friars in that category. Left side on to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman.
Ready once again, Christian Villanueva, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. That tails back over, strike 1. Hosmer at second with 2 down. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Tough spot to hit here as a hitter. You have a base open, so you have...
There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough to be hauled in out there. False alarm, and that ends the inning. Padres leave one. Adam Simber enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 90.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. 1 for 2 with a
Leading up
triple
for the
so
game.
far in this one.
Third baseman, Matt Chapman.
He's set. Here it comes. Sharp slider that time. Just missed inside. The 1-1 is offered at but missed.
Swung underneath that pitch, so he was either trying to elevate the ball or he was expecting a pitch to be a sinker and drop more than it did.
Swinging a soft liner, and this will be flagged down easily for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. Here's the first pitch to him. Drilled to the right side. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Here's Chris Davis now. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Here's the 1-0. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now. In his career, Davis is carrying around a sparkling slugging percentage up over 500. Obviously a huge threat every time he grabs a bat. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Stepping into the box, Jesse Winker. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Sent on the ground out to second. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Will Myers. 1 for 2. He singled and struck out in 2 trips. And here's a ball hit in the air.
But this one lands in the bullpen area, a foul ball.
The 0-1 pitch. On a line, that's a base hit. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he is into second as he kicks off the 7th with a leadoff double.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Set to deliver the 0-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Winker is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Digging in now, Jose Pirela. No hits to this point.
Jose Pirela.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a curveball that time that broke too low. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. But this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Now to the plate, Austin Hedges. 3rd trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries.
They haven't gotten much going against this guy so far in this one. He's been pitching well. And what are the key numbers to look at?
Oh, look at this. He's up with it. The throw. Fantastic effort, but he's unable to turn it into an out, and that'll bring the tying run to the plate. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Manuel Margot. 4th trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he really been shut down by some very good pitching in this one. Been fun for a guy like me to watch.
A ball and no strikes. 1-1 to San Diego's leadoff batter. Rosenthal is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very... Bullet to second base, a fine play, and that ends the inning. Padres leave a pair, and it remains a 3-1 ball. Craig Stammen gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh. So now it's Mark Hanna, a hit in 2 tries so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sliders in for a strike. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. The 1-2. Grounder down the line at third. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. Way in front of a great slider that time. Action now in the Padre bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's getting loose out there. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Line drive to left. And he's going to make the play over toward his right, and there are 2 away now.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Lifted into the air to shallow center.
Heading after it is Margot.
He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Standing in, Freddie Galvis. He went down on strikes last time up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. So 1 man gone for the Friars in their half of the 8th. And standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. In there, no balls and a strike. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Two and 0 pitch on the way. And he fouls this one off. Casilla, a right-hander who stands an even 6 feet. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Yeah, Matty, it's going to be interesting to see where this guy lands at the end of this season. A lot of variables come into place. He's had a long career. It's going to be interesting to see.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Score holds. It's 3-1. In now, Jonathan Lucroy. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him.
Wow, I love to watch a guy who's not afraid to move a hitter's feet. You work inside like that, all of a sudden guys aren't likely to dive out over the plate.
1-1 to count. The 1-1 to 1-2 now. The 1-2. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Ground ball right side. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. Digging in, Jed Lowry. He was a double play victim last time around. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
You got to be paying attention as an offense in a hitter's meeting in this situation. When you got a guy on the mound that you know the bottom can drop out of any pitch he throws, you have to elevate your sights.
Hit down the line at first. Hosmer has it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. Here it comes. High in the air out towards shallow right. Renfroe is there. And that's the third out. 1, 2, 3. Christian Villanueva will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Hey, I know how frustrated he is right now. They say the pitcher gets a strike, the hitter gets a strike, and the umpire gets a strike. That's exactly what's happening right now. He's got to regroup. He's got one more.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Classic slider down and away for the strike out there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
0-1, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the baseball.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Will Myers is retired, and now they're down to their final out in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A high fastball is in there. 2 out, nobody on. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. San Diego down to their final strike. And the changeup is way low that time. And now a crowd right around 25,000 strong comes to their feet. Fouled away.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Throw on to first. He'll be in time to take care of him, and the A's have earned a sweep here in this brief 2-game series as this ball game is over.
Well, it's always been festive on Independence Day in the United States, but what makes the party even more fun is winning in front of your home crowd. Makes those fireworks even more enjoyable.
3-1 the final score this afternoon. Oakland jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Andrew Triggs earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Santiago Casilla records 4 outs on his way to the save, his first of the year. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon.